You're right, guys, what is up? Flambo here, and I'm doing a gaming vlog, gaming collection vlog. Now, it's been a long time since I've done any videos, or did any videos, sorry, poor grammar there, and especially not on gaming vlogs, and there's a big reason for that. And one of the big reasons is, during the summer, I went on a holiday. There's me girlfriend's art desk, and I actually took a big liking to fishing. It's something that I used to do with my dad when I was a kid. We get a bit more light down here. Something that I used to do with my dad as a kid, and it's something that I picked on. I initially started by coarse fishing, which is just fishing for the smaller ones, and I got big into I got quite big into the carp side of things. So I mean, what I actually did was to clear some clutter, because my girlfriend was kind of moaning, and collecting the PS1 games was actually getting underneath my feet, guys. I only live in a small flat, and as you can imagine, trying to fill these shelves here, look, they're half decent games, they're just crappy games and spare cases and stuff, was taking up a lot of space. I actually have a cupboard out here. Let's just switch that on. I have a cupboard out here, you can't get to it because there's a lot of fishing stuff just piled up. So we've got some nice reels. That is a diver reel, not something that you can just have a bivvy bag there. But that whole cupboard there, guys, obviously it's a 6-foot door, is full of games, or mainly PS1s, games. I have PS1 games. Oh, I wish I put the flash on, just lying down there. Let's see if I can focus in on them. You can see them, and as I showed you that gaming shelf there before. So it was kind of taking over a lot of space in the house, and I've probably got games lying elsewhere, guys. I've showed you before, I've just got games. So what I decided to do was actually sell up my PS1 collection and go for something that I enjoyed as a kid, but I didn't really get to play a lot of, and that was GameCube games. Now, I decided to collect GameCube games because there's not a lot of them. I could probably get most of them on this one shelf, to be honest with you. And yeah, so that's what I went for. So I initially started off just buying a few on some of the Facebook sites that I use. So I've got a fair few games. I mean, probably about 50-60 games, something like that. So we've got Resident Evil, Harvest Moon. I've alphabetized them. There's a couple of decent games in there. I got Ratatouille, that's quite a rare game. Got Mario Party 5, it's not rare, but it's a nice game. Mario Kart Double Dash, and I've got a couple of Zeldas in there. I can't bother to move them. And these are all just spare games here, guys. Either they're not complete or something that I've already got. So I've got Super Smash Brothers Melee, and I've also got Mario Sunshine. And these are just my trade pile kind of thing. So I'm going to do a video. Oops, a bit messy at the minute, guys. I've been packaging parcels, doing the washing. So I'm just going to do a quick, some Night Rift trainers. I'm going to do a quick, oh, there's my gaming setup at the minute. Wish I'd already put flash on, guys, because I have these silly energy saving bulbs. So PS4, 360, PS2, Wii for the children, and probably fit GameCube on there if I wanted to. So I'm going to show you what I picked up this week, either on eBay auctions or on some auctions on certain websites. Yeah, so the first one that I picked up is Exploder X Advance for the Game Boy Advance. Now this is just a cheap cartridge, and it is fairly rare, to be honest with you. I brought this because my lad wants to get some Pokemon, so I've got him that. I also picked up a Final Fantasy X. I don't actually have this because my copy went missing. I think I lent it to a friend, and I picked that up for £1 actually from Car Boot. Not very often to get Car Boot things. I picked this up. This is a complete Game Boy Advance. This is a translucent purple one. It's very good condition, to be honest with you. I'll just turn this way, guys, see if we can get a bit more light. There we go, blocking the light. Yeah, I picked this up in a bundle with a load of games, which I'll just flick through in a minute. I got a Final Fantasy 12 Collector's Edition for the Xbox 360. This is in very, very good condition. It's got the tin. It's got all the art cards. I mean, all the art cards are still in the packets, guys, and they have been opened by myself. It's very oops, out of focus there. Yeah, very good condition. That I also picked up a sealed Adama. Now I got this a week or two ago from a seller on eBay who was selling them quite cheap. The seal is there. I'm not sure if it's an official seal, guys. I've never seen one of these. It's just a circle sticker. There you go. I don't really know, to be honest with you, but the game itself usually goes for more than this guy was selling sealed ones. I mean, there might not even be anything in that, I'm not too sure, but I didn't know that it came with this rip here. I mean, I knew the sides were a bit thing. He had quite a few, so I just emailed him and said, look, alright, the one that he sent me has got a big massive rip on it, and he actually sent me another, guys. I'll get that one at the end. Now I picked most of these GameCube games up here off an auction site on eBay, not on eBay, on Facebook, sorry, where people are auctioning games off, or I picked them up from private sellers on certain websites. Mario Smash Football. Now I've got a fair few of these games, guys. I'm not sure if this is one of them. Poor camera. 1 second, guys. No, this is not one of them. Yep, so we've got Mario Football, Tales of Symphonia, which is a nice game that I played when I was a child. But a lot of these games, guys, have still got the actual cards with the Nintendo point strips. I think that's what they are. I'm not too sure, but I've never looked into them when I was a kid. I pretty much think Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. I have this one already. I did enjoy this as a kid. I've still got the copy that I had. It's just on disc. I have Pokemon Box, and I actually traded this with a guy. I've not actually sent his things off yet because I've not really had time. Pokemon Box for the GameCube. It doesn't have the memory card with it though, so I may have to trade that up. I'm not too sure yet, and if I can find it. Pokemon Channel. Now, funny story about this one, guys. I actually saw this one one day when I was delivering some mail to someone, and I seen it in the front porch in a bag of games, and I just knocked on the door and said, I was just wondering if you're selling them, and they actually told me they was going to take them to CEX a year ago, so I just offered them the trade price that they would get in for cash, and I think I paid £2, to be honest with you. Yeah, £2. I actually picked this up from a local pickup off Facebook, Billy Hatcher, and I also picked up 007 Agent Under Fire for the GameCube. Talking about the trade on the Pokemon Box, I'll be sending this off to the guy. I'm just going to clean this up for him. Final Fantasy 7, I brought this in another auction. Came with Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 8, so all of them came with them as well. Also came with 12, 10 Part 2, and another 10 version. So I got all them for a decent price of £40, so it's not bad. The same auction off the same guy also came with Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2. Okay, what was that? Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2. Okay, I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 2. I used to love Kingdom Hearts 1. Also off Facebook. Here we go. We actually have a sealed version of Shrek, Smash and Crash. This is the German version. Now I'm not actually sure if this is an official seal. It looks a bit dodgy to me, to be honest with you. I didn't pay for this thinking that it was sealed. I got these with a bundle of games, so I mean it's a bonus if it is sealed and it is legit. I don't think it is because the seal is a bit wonky, but it came in a nice Sentinel case, which I could probably use if I did get a sealed game. I picked up Speed Challenge, Jacques Racing Vision, from the charity shop for the sum of £1. I pop in when I take my mail back to the post office or my parcels back to the post office, and it's been a long time since I got a game from there, to be honest with you. Also picked up Mario Tennis, Spyro Enter the Dragon, a nice game here, Resident Evil 2. Now it's a very common game for the PS1, but it's quite rare from the GameCube. And when I brought it, I think the guy actually said that it was missing the manual, but it showed up with the manual. So yeah, unless I read it wrong, or it's meant to have a second disc, and he said it was missing the second disc, because I do remember on the PS2 it had 2 discs, and you could play the first version as Chris, and then it would carry on disc 2. But if you actually started disc 2 first on the PS1, you would actually start with Claire, and it was like you got different scenarios. Also got Sonic Mega Collections, and last but not least is Pokemon Colosseum. Yeah, and this one actually does come with the memory card. I think maybe the memory cards included are similar. I also picked up this week, I'm not going to open it, but this is just 2 GameCubes. One is boxed. The box is a bit tatty, and it comes with a spare black one, and it also had 4 games and some controllers. I got that for a very cheap price. But my absolute bargain of a pickup this week was a slimline PS3. I mean, it doesn't come with the best games. It did have FIFA 14, but I've sold that quickly before the sale. I mean, yeah, well, not before the sale. I sold it 2 days ago, and I got £10 for it, which is a good price considering that FIFA 15 came out. So yeah, it came with FIFA 2010, Modern Warfare 2, which is, in my opinion, was a good game for competitive, Red Dead Redemption, and just some PES titles, yeah, and Undead Nightmare Redemption. It's actually a slimline PS3, 160GB model, with all the hookups and a controller. And actually, guys, you wouldn't believe it, I picked that up for £38. And I say £38 because I swapped it for a FIFA 15 for the PS4, which I got off John Stanley for £38. So yeah, I mean, that concludes the week. If I've missed anything out, then I've missed a few things out. I can't really remember. But hopefully I'll try and get one of these videos done up maybe once a week. They may not be as long as this because I've done quite a bit of spending in the last week. I've spent £200, something like that. When I'm actually trying to save my money, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's been me, and I'm gone, guys.